So we've come out today, chase some snapper with my good mate Guy Jamison. Jamo's just burling up. We've anchored up on a reef system, and we're just going to start a cube trail. And the idea is that the cube trail will float down, the snapper will see it, come up, follow it up, and then our baits will be floating down with the burley as well. And hopefully we'll get into the snapper. It's called floatlining. It's a pretty productive snapper technique. So the key is you find a good reef system, you anchor up away from the reef, and you want to fish the edges of the reef. Snapper don't actually live on top of the reef, they live on the edges. So you want your burley trail to sort of go right along that edge, and any snapper that are around will find it and get into a feeding mode, and then hopefully they'll eat our baits. So as you can see here, we've got a big pile of pillies. They're cut up into little cubes, and we just feed them out on a regular basis. The thing with all burley trails is you've got to, once you get it set up, you've got to keep feeding it, and that'll hopefully get the fish around. What do you reckon, Guy Bags?
Yeah, we'll give it a crack and see what happens. Hopefully they come on and play the game.
And when would you put a bait in? Like you get a burley trail going for like 5 minutes or so?
Yeah, 5-10 minutes. Yeah, then I'll float a bait down and see what happens. You normally find out on the first few drops whether there's fish around. And as the time progresses with your burley trail, you notice your fish getting closer and closer to you. And yeah, we'll give it a crack, see how we go.
And when you're, what sort of gear do you like to use when you're doing this sort of stuff, like light thread line sort of tackle?
Yeah, I use thread line tackle, just a same rig as, same rod and reel as you use for soft plastics. 5,000 with 10 to 30 pound rod, 20 pound braid, and anywhere from 10 to 20 pound leader, depending on how the fish are biting. You notice that if you drop your leader size down, you'll get more bites, but there is a good chance of them getting you on the bottom because they do play dirty around the reefs.
You can see those cube trails just disappearing into the water.
So when one disappears, once you get a trail going, you go a little bit heavier at first, and then once the first one sort of disappears, chuck another one in. Just make sure you keep the trail going even if you are catching fish, because obviously if the fish come up, they'll be eating your cubes. They'll take those cubes. You want to make sure that there's more cubes going through to get more fish up in the trail. A couple of nice little reddies here from this morning's little session out on the Fishing World boat. It's always good to take a couple of fish home. Obviously be responsible with what you take, only take what you're going to eat and what you think you can keep. So snapper are a great species. I like chasing snapper purely with the fact that they go hard, they're great to eat. I love marking them on the sounder, going upstream of them and burleying back to them, and yeah. The fight of the fish is one of the best things that I find.